decision that can define a shoot. A personal, creative, and technical choice made every day by photographers and cinematographers alike. The selection of a lens, described with words that signify emotion as much as science. Tone, color, sharpness, depth. Our goal is to remove the boundaries between what is imagined and what is possible. And for over 70 years of Canon history, it's why we've always placed glass first.
In fact, I was just explaining to the mother, she was worried, and I asked her what her concerns were, and she said, I was thinking she was worried about us handling her baby, but she was worried that the baby was going to soil everything, and I told her it would be odd if he didn't. So to expect that, and we're prepared for it also with the cleanup supplies on the cart. But as far as the rug, that's why we start in the corner. Because if we have an accident, then we can always rotate around just to finish the session so that it still matches and we don't have 10 blankets that we're going through, because sometimes it does happen more than once too.
Right.
But we will photograph it all in color and just kind of show them some different ideas. So, but we always start with our base is a beanbag, and for us, we like the vinyl because, of course, you can just wipe messes off of it and spray it clean. And then, we move to the rug. I like a rug with no backing. This is a Flaccati wool because there are times when baby's pretty fussy and the rug ends up over dad instead of a beanbag. So this way he's not, totally covered by hard, heavy backing, and I can throw it in the washing machine.
I saw on the back side of this, you have a clamp. What is the clamp for?
The clamp is underneath the beanbag, and it's actually just to tighten it up a little bit more because over time, your beanbag will settle. And so...
so you'd rather have the top of it firm.
Right. I like the top of it.
Sink into it.
Yep, nice and firm. And that way we can just kind of create little pockets where we want the baby. Another thing that you'll see when we're working with the baby, not only Sydney back here positioning, which, to be honest, she's 50-50 of the newborn shoot. We could not do it without each other. So we've kind of learned to work together so well and anticipate what's happening next that we can just, kind of make things happen by looking at each other. And know what needs to be done. But we also use a lot of false work, which we refer to as false work. And that's why we have all these towels on here. So, we bring them out for every session. It's just a bunch of towels and burp cloths and things like that. And so they're not only used for cleanup, but, we may need to raise the side of the beanbag and we don't want to move the baby and have to push everything back in. So, we might actually just put some towels under here. Or occasionally if baby's, needs to come up a little bit or the butt needs to pop up, we can take things like this. And because this is so thick, you can pop it under here and reshape it and you can't even tell. So we always keep a stack of false work there. And then you can use them to clean up. So
Now, the way you just positioned him, you directed his face toward the windows. Is that
That's where
normal?
We want him roughly. We will make adjustments along the way. With a baby, we shoot a little bit more because we're aiming towards perfection. We'll get a shot of a pose and then we'll try to make it better because chances are that baby could wake up and that may be the only shot you get. So, hands may be tucked in. An arm may not be quite right, feet might not be crossed real tight, but we'll take it and then we'll try to make it better. So just kind of constantly refining. So we're just kind of getting him comfortable in his little nest right now. And when you move the baby, we always find that it works best if we just hold tight for a second and just have a little patience. Kind of rock them back to sleep a little bit, and they'll generally stay where you put them. So he's just not quite relaxed yet. We generally try to get parents to bring their baby in within 10 days because they curl up a lot better, they sleep better, and just easier to work with. He's so tiny. He's a little peanut. Okay, he did that one on his own.
Gives the lips.
Get a couple close-ups while I'm in here.
So you're doing a lot of maybe like tilting of the camera, you know, getting different angles.
And you know, whenever I'm working on a session, it's funny too because like whether it be with a senior or a baby, I feel like they're sitting there thinking she's taken 7 shots of the same thing. But I move around so much and move the camera so much that we can get, you know, 5 or 6 different shots from one
And they look somewhat, I mean, different because of the angle.